Got
Yeah.
one person hurt. That's it.
Shit, man. Hell, I got shit. And what I got? I got two of my I'm working with my third string tailback. Then yeah, my right end's out. Let's see, right end, left outside, linebackers out, and I want to say my left tackle.
Damn.
Yeah, man. So that's why I was like, shit, it might be over for me. Hell, some bitches can't run and shit. Ain't catching no balls. Nothing. Yeah, but you hitting out you hitting out uh, you hitting out to your family for the turkey day, man.
Not till probably around 3 o'clock or something our time.
Oh, okay.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel.
Go ahead, did your mom and pop ever move out?
Hell no.
Between the San Antonio Express
Ain't never gonna move from here, though.
Oh, okay.
They probably could if they wanted
going to
to.
Arizona or some shit like that.
They talk about it, but they ain't never gonna do it because they don't have Kaiser or some shit in Arizona or something.
Oh, okay. Shit, man. I'm high drunk right now.
You're always drunk.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football.
Oh shit, well, on the weekend, but it not through the weekend. I guess it's fucking me up a little harder.
Touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the Red Rifle. From TCU, it's Andy Dalton.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there was also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
Shift together here from the D-line. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted.
I was asking Jay if his fans and knew that. He was like, nah, they ain't going nowhere.
Yeah, they ain't moving, dude. They don't have a. I told them to move. They can move anywhere, man. They can move to Texas. But they don't have something about Kaiser Permanente. They don't have it nowhere else, so they got to stay in California or some shit.
Now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them in a sense and gotten the ball from them.
I ain't tripping.
And a great spot to start this drive from here.
I wouldn't want to live in no fucking desert. That's crazy.
Now the first carry for Doug Martin.
Why do my running backs run backwards, bro? What is that?
A yard there, and now second down.
I think there's one element that just
I literally hit the stick and it just goes.
They wanted it every position.
It goes backwards, dude. He literally runs. Yeah, and then start going forward. Like, what is that, dude? I started to think, I'm like, is that my controller? Is that my controller, or is that like, what the fuck?
A bit of ground to make up for the offense as they face a second.
I don't know, bro. I'm like, it happens way too often now. I know that much.
Here's Smith. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide
sweep
receiver.
to the outside,
That
and
kind of courage and
he's got
toughness
the
to run
outside,
routes
and
in the
then he
middle of the
starts
field,
running
become
backwards.
dependable
What the
targets for their
fuck are you
quarterbacks
doing,
and move
dude?
the sticks.
What
Those
the
guys are worth
fuck?
their weight
That's
in
not
gold.
even.
Well, good field position to start the
That doesn't
drive,
make
but
any
under the
sense.
gun now here on
It's so
3rd and
stupid.
8.
It's like, what the fuck are you doing, man? What the fuck are you doing?
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. Throw left side complete. It's Dennis.
Really bad, dude.
And he'll be brought down
Whatever.
at the 27-yard
He started this
line.
game off with the interception and the motherfucking field goal.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Oh, damn. You're a fucking chef over here, dog. Thanksgiving chef over here.
And I know in this situation, most of us want to focus on the offense. You know what side of the ball I played on. Let's give
Yeah,
the
but then
defense
who's
a
gonna
lot of
fucking
credit.
escort my
Taking
family
over
all
the
over
second
Orange
chance
County and shit?
situation and shutting them down.
I gotta drive 2 old people out to Orange County and shit. My aunt, she had a stroke. It wasn't that bad though, apparently. So she's doing okay. So she had a mild stroke. My uncle, they're both very like in their 70s now, dude. So they're pretty old, dude. She had a stroke, and I guess the doctor told her, you know, you gotta start eating better and stuff. And
now here's the signal.
cause dude, they're over there like eating like TV dinners and shit.
And it comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time.
That shit is salty as fuck, yo.
The quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones
Yeah,
that really know how to
so
lead their team, they tell them that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back.
the daughter, they got money too, dude. They got. It's not like they're poor, bro. Like they're like there are like rich relatives, bro. Like they're the ones that have money and shit. And I told my mom, I was like, you know, you need to tell them they can hire a person to come in and cook their meals, dude. The person will come in Monday. They'll cook your meals and they'll basically have it all prepped up. All you gotta do is all you have to do is supply the fucking Tupperware, supply the food. Have a person will come in Monday. They'll cook all your food for that week. Put it in, you know, They'll label it so Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and you just heat the shit up and eat it, and it's actually like real, like chef-made food and shit. And they have the money to do that, like, so. Right, but they don't have they're so old, they don't have the time or the energy to really want to cook. You know what I mean? So. They could actually pay a person like $100. I don't even know how much it is. I'm sure it's not cheap, but still, they have the money. So you might as well use it for something that's useful. You know. Yeah, but that's what's up with them, man. They're out there chilling. The rest of my cousins and shit, I don't know.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on.
Yeah, my one cousin, she's a very good artist, man. Yeah, she's a very good artist.
Dalton here from the gun. Thrown across his body and it's intercepted. It's picked off by Chris.
Yeah, she does a lot of side jobs. Like, she's not an artist professionally, but she does do a lot of like work for, like, you know, she'll do portraits for people. She's real good, man. She's always been good. She's like the one artist in our family. No one else can really do that shit. At least that I know of. I have a lot of relatives around America, but I don't really know any of them. My mom comes from, like, I think one of the 7 or 8 kids, so big. I have a lot of extended family elsewhere, scattered around America, that I've never met. Well, we had a family reunion in 1999, but I got in trouble, dog. I got in trouble like a week before, and I wasn't able to go. Meet any of these people.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip.
I have no clue, bro. Dude, I have no clue.
So
that might be the last one, bro. I have no clue.
Pick six, and now the kick is away.
But yeah, that was the only time I would have had to really like go meet some family. I don't even know any. I've never even met any of my mom's like brothers and sisters other than like my aunt Ruth and my uncle Jim, or my uncle James. That's the only two relatives I've ever really met. And even then, it's like, you know, my aunt, you know, out there in Orange County, she's the only relative I really had, really. Like, I met both my grandmas, and that's about it. I never met either of my, like, actual real grandfathers. The grandfather I knew, he was kind of just like, he was my dad's dad, but he wasn't a biological. So, I don't know. Who knows, dude? Who knows? I don't know. I seen my one grandfather. I seen one picture. I seen a picture of my grandfather from like probably from like the 50s. It was like an old ass picture, and he looked like a tall dude. He looked like tall. I was like, I asked my mom, like, was he tall? She was like, yeah, he was pretty fucking tall. He was like 6'3" or some shit. Yeah, I'm like, man, why ain't I tall, man? What the fuck? I'm like, oh, fuck yeah, dude. I'm like, man, everybody's short except this dude. He's tall as fuck, dude. He lived to be like 80 years old or something. Had kids until he was 70. I was like, this dude. Yeah. My mom was born in 1950, dog. Right? My grandfather was born in 1880, bro.
Damn.
My grandfather was having kids in the 70s, bro.
And you would have to
Still
think
sitting
his
him out,
passing
bro.
situation
So,
here.
he was born in 1880, bro. And motherfucking, I think he was born in Arkansas, I think. I'm not sure.
Out of the gun, it's Dalton. Under heavy pressure and down goes Dalton on the save.
But yeah, that's where my grandmother's from. She was from Cave City, Arkansas.
And it'll be fourth down. And no matter
That's like a tiny ass town, homie. That's like, you know, population 5.
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about
like, damn,
every
son.
single play.
Population possum.
You're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
On fourth down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Fielded just inside the 30. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try and increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Now a play fake here on first down. To Shepard, complete over the middle. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. The numbers for Shepard in last week's game, 4 catches, 61 yards.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On second down, Martin.
I'm pretty sure everything you do comes from someone else, bro. You know what I mean? Like,
it's an 8-yard pickup that leads to a new set of downs.
like all the shit we do, you know, our mannerisms and all that shit. Like, a lot of the stuff we do. Because my mom, you know, like my brother never met his real father, right? So, but my mom will sit there and tell you like a lot of the things he does, and a lot of the things like just gestures and, you know, just things that, you know, are exactly the same. Like, you know, my brother looks exactly like his biological father. Like, he looks exactly like him, bro. Like a spin, like a carbon copy, dog. Like my brother doesn't look like my mom at all. Like, if you look at my brother and you look at my mom, they don't look like, you know. He looks just like his dad. Like, he looks exactly like his dad. Like everything, dog. Like, I'm like, when I say like a carbon copy, like literally, like fucking, you're almost looking at the same person. My aunt showed me a picture of my brother's dad, and I was like, I thought it was my brother. I was like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy. Like that. Like, you know how some people look like a mixture of their parents?
Yeah.
No, nothing, bro. Not even. No, he looks
like a clone.
A fucking clone, bro. Seriously, dude. Same hair, everything, dog. It was scary, bro. It's like, wow. Yeah. It's very, yeah. Like, yeah, your pop's genes are very strong because everyone, all three kids in your family can have the same facial structure, like the same cheekbones, all that shit. Like, I'm like, he got some strong genes, man. Because, like, yeah, your mama got left out on that. Like, yeah, like, yeah. When I look at, I'm like, yep, look like that. Yep, that's Jones right there. Come on, Doug Martin. There we go. Beat the shit out of the rim.
Well, shit.
Smash him.
Hell, on that note, my brother looks like my mom. He's the only one. Yeah, he the only light skin.
Yeah, he got the light skinness. But he still got the same cheeks though. He still got the same like cheekbones, like. He got the Jones bones.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball.
The Jones blood,
Yeah, he got the Jones bones.
The try here for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0.
Yep. I know my one biological father. He was a fucking convict. He was in Folsom.
And it ends with a Doug Martin touchdown run.
Oh, no, you said what now, Jay?
Like I know my dad's real father. He was locked up in like Folsom, and that's when my grandmother like met the other dude, and that's when the name Moore came in.
Okay.
Because he just took that guy's name.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
At one point or another, yeah. It's a jailbird.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And the Rams getting set to go now.
Always on
and still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle.
Play stupid games,
look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy.
I don't know. I forgot to adjust my defense.
Because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
They begin the drive with Lacey.
Still doing good, though. I'm still whooping their ass.
In a word, I would
a little
say
awkward.
Productive,
Finding
the end zone 3 different times.
Is it possible that you're really underselling it? 3 touchdowns, just going to call him productive?
What do you want?
This guy had a nose for the end zone.
He was good.
Had a snootful, didn't he? How about that? Big-time game.
We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. You keep handing it to him.
Heavy pressure, and down goes Dalton on the sack.
Yeah, you got to have a phone. It's everything now.
Well, you don't usually get a sack from
I still got my alarm clock from when I was like 13 years old and shit. I don't ever use it. Yeah, I probably does. You plug it in. It's in my closet. It's chilling, man.
He's going to
No, it's just like a little clock.
something like that.
Same one I had in my bedroom when I was like, when I lived over in Bellflower, way back when. Back in the days.
In there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me.
Nah, it was
Normally,
a, nah,
don't
man,
have
it
a
was
lot
a
of
little
empathy
digital.
for the
Little
QB,
shitty.
right? In this case,
I never had
definitely
nothing
been on
fancy when
constant
I was a
duress
kid.
this
Everything was
entire
all just,
game.
you know,
I don't know how he's
basic
surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer.
Yeah, everyone knows that
and
shit.
No return on this one as that
like,
kicks
oh,
out
man.
of bounds, so they'll start
Gotta
just
get up and turn that shit
of
off.
their own 30-yard line. And now back out comes the offense. And that
That's
last
a classic. Yeah, don't make them like that no more.
Ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they get it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what
right,
happens
man.
here. A
See you
very
in an
solid
hour.
gain of 27.
Almost not fair. The big guy running the corner route, being able to lean and push and get to where he wants.
So how do you stop it?
A lot of times you want to have a linebacker on him, a bigger body guy who can handle it physically. But a lot of times that doesn't work as well because his quickness often wins the route.
And he is swallowed up right
Hey, what's your score over there, Jay?
Oh, I'm up 17-0.
Second down.
Oh, shit.
And he
Start of
got
the second quarter.
very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom.
Yeah, I'm already whooping. I started the game off with a pick and a field goal, and then next drive I got a pick 6, and then the next drive I got the ball and I went down and scored a touchdown. So
Meanwhile, we will not get another play as
I got 2 defensive picks, 1 for a touchdown,
already 17-0
field goal,
our
and
score.
an
We're back
offensive
to Southern
touchdown already.
California right after
So
this.
yeah, and I'm on the road, and I'm playing with a 3-4 defense, which I usually don't play with.
Presented by Snickers. You're not you, you're hungry. Snickers satisfies.
They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Gotta take care of the ball though.
Oh, yeah.
Can't give him no.
Hey, you got a pretty solid team, so yeah, you got good.
I just got a really good defense, dog. It's hard for the computer
A
to
shotgun
sustain
snap for
drive.
Smith. And it's complete to Martin. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a
I can get a lot of
9-yard
pressure.
pickup on the
Because
play,
my
and that's gonna
defensive
set
line
up a
is
3rd and 1.
pretty damn
It's
good.
funny, throughout the time that we've been
That's,
together,
I
when we
think
talk
to
with
me, that's
running
the
backs
easiest
about
way
the
to win
ability
in
to
this
catch the
game.
ball,
If you can
their
pressure their
eyes light up when
quarterback,
they talk about open field
you
and having
can get them,
one-on-one
you know,
matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they
once
do.
he's on the move and
That's
he's
the reason
running,
why
he's
we
going to make
just saw
more
shedding
mistakes
those
and
tackles,
throw
and that's what they're
bad
used to
passes.
doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning
I
of the
also
play.
fumble more
One-on-one
often,
matchup
so
when someone's trying to cover them.
yeah, it's all
But
about,
it's like
to me,
those one-on-ones
defense, you got to get
downfield
pressure.
after the
If
catch
you don't
when
get
they're running
pressure,
with the ball,
the
they think they're gonna
computer's
win
going to
those
stand
too.
there and just wait for an open
Yeah.
receiver. And yeah,
Yeah, man.
that's when
I was getting pressure and shit.
that's when the fuckery starts.
And he'll be brought down with the first
Yeah,
down,
I'm
and a
sitting there
late
getting
flag
pressure
here,
and
too.
shit, and
And he
they
makes
seem
it
right here.
protect
sucks.
for
They
good
seem to
measure.
block, they still block. I'm like, man, okay.
Yeah, that's I mean, at the beginning of the game, I could see it because everyone's still like, you know,
Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that
everyone's
would look
all
pretty easy.
100% stamina and shit. But
But
after a while, the better players are going to start getting through. You're going to get pressure.
You call it.
Following the penalty, Martin. And he goes
You got to know where it's going to
backwards
come
here,
from. You got to
losing
know who their
yardage
better players
down
are.
to the
That way,
16.
you go, okay, they're going to come from that
Loss of a
side, so I got to
full
start
3
running to that
yards, and now
side.
it's 2nd down.
I got to start watching.
So the myth has been shattered. Every cornerback in the league is not just a cover corner. Some of them
As soon
will
as I
stick
hike
their
the ball, I
nose in
watch
there
what the
and
line's
make
doing.
plays.
I watch what
Exactly as we
linebackers
just
are
saw
doing,
there.
and then
A big
I look
loss
at
suffered
receivers.
by the offense after that nice tackle.
Smith. And he's got it. And he
Yeah.
couldn't quite get there. Tackled
I
down
think
at
I'm
the
focused on
line.
defense. This
A nice pickup of 14, and it
Oh,
moves the
defense.
sticks
Hey, yeah,
and
we
it's
gonna
up
play
a
this
first
till the
and
new one
goal.
comes out.
And now the passing
Yeah, I
game here in
want
the
to. I
second
want to
quarter
keep this.
starting
I
to
want to
heat
keep
up a
this
little bit.
league going. I want to see how many seasons we can do before, you know.
Yeah, before the new one comes out.
Oh yeah, I want to see how many seasons. Because I don't. This is the only league I really have. Like I don't have another league I'm playing really. So I want to focus on this one and see how many seasons we can get. Like see how many. And I want to see like I want to get it to where eventually all 4 of our teams are the best 4 teams, and we can just battle it out. Especially with the way we're drafting and all that.
From the gun, here's Smith. And he whips that one incomplete.
I mean, eventually all of our teams are going to be pretty much unstoppable, I would assume. We shouldn't be losing to the computer that much if we're all, if we got 99s and 95s and 90s and 89s at like every damn spot.
Yeah.
But that being said, the computer is good too, because computers got, they got some good ass players too. So this game's not easy. But I mean, that's why we're doing what we're doing. We're doing our modified draft.
Second and goal. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction.
Basically just ensuring that each team gets 2 good players every season to fill those gaps when old players retire or people leave the team or whatever. That way you don't really have to worry about the draft. It's basically like, oh, we're just going to pick 2 players and every other player that's drafted is just a bonus. Like Levelmento picked up a middle linebacker that was like an 83.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
So, I mean, his first pick, he didn't even adjust anything, and he already has like a player that's like an 85. He was 83, now he's like 85. And he's like one of his best tacklers. So it's like, okay, well, I mean, you got 3 good players basically.
And for the second time tonight, his field goal unit comes out here. From the left hash, should be a
he's starting to play better, and a couple of the players that he drafted are like 2 of his best players.
So give him 3 there. A good drive gets him inside the 5.
I think it's starting to work.
And credit this defense too. That was the old bend but don't break approach. But it kept the offense out of the end zone.
You got Larry Fitzgerald. He's going to retire at some point. He got to retire. He's going to play till he's 50 or something.
Yeah, they I can tell they just flying because they ain't even as fast no more. Him and Cooper. I'm like, shit.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Set to return. This is Brandon Cooks. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Here we go with a player spotlight, and we shine that spotlight.
Yeah, but I got a couple players that I'm looking real good at, building up.
The Rams offense now making their way out to take over. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
That'll go as a loss of 5. From the gun, Dalton looks to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
On 2nd down, Lacey. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
Dalton. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's
still blowing them out over there, Jay.
35-yard line.
Yeah, it's 20-0.
Pick up and it leads to 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is
And that
understanding the game,
Hey,
understanding
I just stopped him
positioning,
again on
and
4th.
tackling immediately in the
So getting the
secondary
ball
after
back.
catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
Okay.
And it's taken in at the 9. An excellent return that time, 26 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And they had 3 points
Gary's
last
still got to
time,
play the
but
Colts.
they
I don't
didn't
know what
want
he's
3
waiting
points
for.
because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll
You
see
said
if they
what
can
now?
do better now.
Gary got to play the Colts. I don't know what he's waiting for.
Yeah.
The only one happy about 3-point
Kicker.
He's the last one to play after I do.
That's
So.
going to help him in contract time.
Come
And
on,
that
man.
offense,
Play this
they're
game
thinking,
before
let's
the
get in the end
turkey's
zone
on,
this
man.
time.
Hurry up. Let's go. Oh, and before the Dallas game starts, you know he's going to have to watch that because he loves the Cowboys more than fucking likes himself. This dude listens to Cowboy radio, bro. Come on, man.
To throw on 2nd down is Smith. And incomplete
Damn.
there. A
Wasn't
nice
a good
hit.
catch.
Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
That would have been a great catch, but real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
It's all over the place, dude.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, Smith. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he'll get it down deep into Los Angeles territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
That could not have been timed
from
out
my
any
new
better,
weapon.
and that's
My new
exactly
weapon.
what receivers want. The ball in their hands as quick as possible allows them to catch it at full speed and take off and go. And how about the end result there? Big-time run after catch yardage. That rack yardage is so valuable for any offense.
Yeah, man.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Throwing again is Smith. Caught. It's Cruz left
He's going
side.
end zone, dude.
And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
What terrifies defenses when they see slant routes thrown is that the receiver is on the move, and oftentimes he catches it and gets upfield. Does a really nice job rallying to him and stopping him for a minimal gain.
Here's a give to Whitlock, the fullback.
Come
and
on.
maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
I'm going for it. Fuck that shit. I'm up 20-0. Fuck that. Going for it.
2 minutes remain here in the first
Even if they
half.
stop me, I'll be
We're
what
back
on
to the
the
City
2
of
or the
Angels
1 yard line.
after this timeout.
They stop me, they deserve the ball.
We remind you
Come
that
on,
coming up at
let's get
halftime,
it.
Larry Ridley will have the highlights and analysis of this first half from our studios in Orlando.
And I have a fairly solid idea about...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Doug Martin with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead.
I'm gonna buy some weed on Thanksgiving.
So they went for it from the 1 on 4th and goal, and they got it done.
Oh my God.
Is this the new NFL?
This is the new NFL.
This is the updated NFL, and I like it. I know that quarterbacks across the league have spent the entire offseason and even during the season lobbying their coaches to go for it more on 4th down. Let's go get it. Because nowadays, you've got to score points to win games in the NFL. You can't just rely on your defense to hold them.
I think the quarterbacks want to eliminate field goals inside of 30 yards, probably.
Well, listen, they have enough confidence in themselves that they can call plays and make plays that they won't need those field goals inside the 30.
And that stretches the lead to 27. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at the 3. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now the Rams offense, they work their way back on the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet.
Now he's hit, and Dalton lost the football. And the defense says they have it. Yes, they
Nah,
got it.
I'm whooping their ass. Terrorizing.
What part do they went empty?
They might want to leave this
No
division.
backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern.
We don't want to see
And in
these
this
guys.
situation, you know what the quarterback has to do?
No matter what
Act as his
uniform
own
they wear,
blitz
they're
control.
whooping our
He's got
ass.
nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the
Cardinals,
football
Express,
and absorb the
doesn't
hit,
matter who these
but
guys
not go
are.
down and fumble the ball.
Following the fumble recovery, Smith. They set up the screen to Martin. Open space inside the 10. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Doug Martin on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And this offense continues to pour it on. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And the route is on here in this first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he's going to be stopped dead in his tracks. So now here are the Rams as their offense comes back out. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch
Gary
it in
fell
on
asleep
you,
last night. He
that's
was
a
he
bad
was snoring
possession
like a
all
bear
the
and
way
shit.
Yeah,
around.
but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
Yeah, he fell asleep somewhere around 3 a.m.
Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Throw complete right side to
He said you like a
Cooks.
bear.
And they'll
Yep.
bring him down at the 27-yard line.
Snoring loud. We were still in the game lobby though. Like, I'm sure someone could hear him.
3rd down from the gun. Dalton. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense.
Yeah, it was pretty fun. I was
They'll
like,
stop
damn.
it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
My dude is just knocked the fuck out.
On first and 10, here's Andy Dalton.
Hey, that's all right. See the scope, 140-97.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
You really listen to that, but I was trying not to leave. Trying to get that up.
First half, they've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he will be hit with a lot of force and spun down right at the line of scrimmage. The Rams on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, Dalton. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Alex Smith and company heading back out there now. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of him. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more
of that before this game finishes. Are you already in the third?
I'm like a few seconds.
For touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter.
I'm like 30 seconds before halftime.
To the 22. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Right.
On 2nd down, here's Smith.
Hey, let's run the clock on you.
By Flander. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. The Rams have been sloppy, and that's why they're losing. The Express are just capitalizing on the mistakes and have opened up a big lead here today. So here we go. Let's take a look at some of the highlights from the first half.
Let's see.
3rd and long. Here the defense will come up with the pick. Express will end up returning it for a TD. As they go out in front, 10-0.
See, 1, 2, 3.
We go now late in the first. They run it here with the muscle hamster, Doug Martin. And he'll take it in for the touch. The lead now at 17. Now midway through the second. Shepard's wide open, able to make the grab. And he'll end up at the 10-yard line before being tackled. Continuing on the drive, Martin's going to dart up the middle. And he scoots into the end zone for a 2nd TD. The lead now at 27. Now following the fumble. Completion is made across the middle of the field. And it ends up working for a touchdown. So that'll do it for us here in Orlando. For the call of the second half, let's hand it back over to Brandon and Charles. Brandon.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. So here they come, the road team now getting the football first to start this 3rd quarter. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
Hey, did Mental ever play this game? And we still got to wait on him.
I think he played the game.
Here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half.
Okay, yeah.
Nice first half that we've had, guys.
I think he played this game too. I think he was the first one to play this game.
When we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
I think so.
Let's face it, perfection is something
Yeah, he
we all
did.
chase, whether it's playing
Because I
this
think
game
I watched
or whatever we do.
He played it like last.
Hard
he
to
played it like late
attain,
last
but
night
that's
or
what they were
something.
searching for.
I don't even
As
know.
that pass
Maybe
goes
it is,
incomplete.
I'm not sure. I can't even remember this. All this, yeah, working nights and all this other shit. I can't remember what's called.
Back to the air, Smith on second down. And the tight end has it. It's Flainer. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Hey, you getting tired of working at night?
No. I mean, I like it. I don't mind it.
Tight end, but unfortunately,
just,
they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up third down.
It's the best thing for me right now, I guess.
2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
I don't want to have to sit in traffic for 2 fucking hours every day each way.
Yeah.
Smith now, operating from the gun.
You work by yourself anyway, don't you?
It's complete to Flainer.
I mean, no, there's a bunch of people there. I just, my department is, I'm all by myself. Yeah, I'm a one-man department.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's
There's 2 other people, but they work in the daytime. So
on the run,
I'm the night guy.
on his horse, still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Okay.
But I could have worked. They offered me, the daytime. I just like,
on first down, it's Smith, and he's got his target. It's Vernon Davis.
For me, the nighttime is more ideal because when I drive to work, I only have about an hour drive. And when I get off work, I only have about a half an hour drive.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position.
Where if I worked in the morning, I would have about an hour and a half to 2 hour drive, and then definitely a 2 hour drive
this is going to be the result every time.
4 hours every day on the road. Just to go 25 miles.
There he goes inside the 30. And he's got it over the middle. Flainer. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Shit, all right.
So, yeah. That's why I work at night. Just purely basically for traffic.
On the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about
it. Quality of life.
The guys who just gave up that play.
Yeah, I don't like it, man. Sitting in traffic all day is a bit.
Good, shit.
To the air again.
Cause I know here, shit, I want to get night driving and shit, sleeping during the day, like I get a little sleep during the day.
So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard. Maybe
but I get off work at a time when the sun is still down, so I can,
not an actual player.
I can just go right to sleep, and it's no big deal. I wake up around 11 or noon or some shit like that, and yeah,
looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage.
It's no big deal to me. Plus, I got these blackout curtains and shit. Like, it's all, but I'm dark all the time.
Again, Smith. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it there to Vernon Davis, the tight end. Third down here.
After that throw, and it's definitely one that he would love to have back. I wonder what's going through his head. I wonder what kind of mind game he's playing with himself to get himself back on track. Because a lot of guys, that's what they do. They have little triggers that when the mechanics are off or if they make a bad throw, that they go to that place to get themselves back in sync.
And he couldn't corral it. It falls down incomplete, but maybe not a big deal given this big lead.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there. He was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Again, it's Lacy. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
And that was a good run, and it should get the attention of the defense, but it can't just dwell on it. They've been playing so well this entire game. Maybe they just look at it and say, okay, congratulations, you got one on us, and just not let it turn into more.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Lacy. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Say what you want about Eddie Lacy. He is really important to his team, and right now they're holding him down well below his normal yardage total, and his team's losing the game.
And we talk about it so often, how tough he is to bring down, but they found a way to do it.
Yeah, I think gang tackling, getting a lot of people to him, that's the key to everything. Not many guys can take him down one-on-one consistently.
A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Alex Smith and the offense heading out for their next possession. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game, but that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Here's Smith now on 2nd down. Now he'll escape to his right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay, because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And he's got the 1st down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They run. This is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Yeah, let me pump out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. That was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 11. A shotgun snap for Smith. And this is going to be caught.
Oh, shit. Yeah, that was a nice catch.
27 yards.
Oh, my dude's going to be a beast, yo.
So there on that play, offensively, they ran a crossing
son,
route. Defense
right
was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural
yeah,
inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you have him. And then when the ball is actually thrown, secure the tackle.
He got me a 1st down, man. That was a great catch, though.
It usually results in a big play.
He's a dude that like always drops the ball, man, but he finally
They run with Martin. He's been busy
oh.
tonight.
I have like hope for the future, like damn.
25.
Hope for the future. We might be able to do this more often, man. Shit.
Second down following the run.
I got 2 tall receivers, and they're both starting to get good. Both starting to get better.
They'll toss it to Hunt. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So the offense has it 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
You know how we get focused at end of the half and into the game situations about how much time's on the board and, you know, what you need to do? Sometimes you don't even have to worry about that. That's just smart football. You know, that kind of a lead, staying in bounds, it burns clock, even in a situation that we're not really focused on it.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 3rd and 10.
Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game, but what a nice play by the defense. Stepping up on that one, maybe they'll get things going in their direction after a play like that.
Well, this drive, they're a perfect 2 of 2 on 3rd down conversions, but they need a full 10 yards here. Smith now throw, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So 3 field goals for him here, and this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
And he's been solid as usual. And this is what you need to do. Make sure you get points out of every possession. And so far, they've done a nice job of that.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Rams offense now, they get set and head back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Looking left side, he's got it. Complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he...
Back now in Los Angeles. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. Dalton here from the gun. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Extra point attempt to come here. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
And that is what you call a hit stick. Put down to the ground hard. It's a gain of maybe 3, but it's going to leave them with still about 8 or 9 to go on 3rd down. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. And this drive will start in enemy territory as that gets out of bounds on this side of the 50. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Smith going to throw on 3rd and 1. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So it's 3 more points, and that widens things out even further here in the 4th.
Hey, in this league, you can never have too much. So if you're in range, grab the 3 whenever you can.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And the Rams now coming out on the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Dalton, 1st and 10. And his throw is incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah,
Pass.
I'm in the 4th quarter, though. It's almost over.
And to be
And
frank,
it's a
they just
fucking
really haven't
super
gotten much
blowout.
better.
And all that does
we're waiting on you, Matt. Be hungry to stone
they
him.
feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Yeah, watch the number 1 defense put it down.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. Complete to the right side. It's Eifert. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
This game just keeps evolving and changing, doesn't it?
Just
you got a tight end who can
people.
move around a lot. Not necessarily using a big body on him. Sometimes you take a corner,
Stampede,
a better
just
cover
rolling
guy,
riding
and
my
put him
horse
on
right
him and try
over
and take him
people.
out of the game as we've seen in this one.
You're exactly right. They've taken him out of the game. That was just his first catch. Big reason they're losing. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Escapes the defender. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they playing now because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. 2nd down now after the pass completion. From the gun, here's Smith. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. 1st down and 10 now for the offensive group.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
Now a 1st down throw. It's Smith.
Oh,
and he
damn.
fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. Accelerating, and off he goes. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something.
That's not fuckery. I fucked up.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's
I
happy
fucked
about
up.
this play? Fantasy guys?
I fucked up.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand,
Never.
a
I'm
good play
impressed,
on the other.
man.
But it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game, he's got a man complete.
Damn.
And out of bounds. Just
Damn. Time for shutout, man. This guy.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice game there, partner, but you and I both know that won't do anything for the final score. They're not going to win this one. Right now they're playing for pride and fantasy points.
And just to erase that goose egg, nobody wants to be shut out. Andy Dalton. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Yeah, dude, he's already thrown 3 pick sixes, dog. What are you talking about?
Here, give him credit for that. Too little, too late, but no zero. You're going slow clap on me.
Yeah, that was like his best throw of the game, dog.
But they haven't been very nice.
Like the whole game, he was just getting just throwing bullshit. 3 pick sixes, dude.
Will Lutz on for the point after.
Yeah, like 4 interceptions, 3 for touchdowns.
And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Even though that last play, the last 2 plays were really good.
They had the short field and they made quick work.
Yeah, one good drive. You just saw it.
Plays to get into the end zone. So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick.
That's right, dog. Thank you. Play your game so we can advance and maybe everyone.
Yes, you never lost me.
We can play later on. We can all play later on if we want.
Needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game.
No.
Someone has said here that
Yeah, he's trying to play that he's trying to play that humble shit now. Like, oh,
80% of the time.
yeah, I'm not good no more. I'm not good. I'm not good. I'm not good no more. I'm not good. I forgot how to play.
Hey, make me play harder.
Shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And brought in here by Flainer. A big hit. Knocked down sideways. Right there around the 35-yard line.
Yeah, man. It's all good. It's all good. Oh my god.
And off comes to Martin.
Yeah, I'm still like 2 games ahead.
Yeah, he needed to win that last game though. That was definitely crucial.
The offense on third
You got to get to like 10 wins. You got to get to 10. That's
this time it's 3rd and 3.
yeah, that's the.
They run it again with Martin.
Yeah, my next 3 games I play in my division. The Chiefs.
You got to win the Chiefs game. That's the game because they're the one behind you. So
Yeah.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football. And look out. I think he's going to go.
I always get blocked, bro. I don't know why.
I think we got to give a lot of credit here to the coaching staff on this one. Long field goals, really long field goals. Sometimes you get a chance to have a return, as we just saw there, but that means you've had to practice that and also have the right people on the field. I think you change what you do here, don't you, Brandon?
Yeah, and the formula certainly worked.
Wait a few minutes so I can end my game, so I can watch yours.
Yeah, I love what they did. Instead of just having their normal field goal block unit on, it was almost like they had the punt return team on there. Faster, more agile guys on the field, because the guys covering are usually the big guys, and they're not used to playing on their feet like that.
Time for a break.
I got 2 minutes to go.
On EA Sports.
I'm up 54-7.
Oh, what's the score?
54-7.
Football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation.
Oh, they gave me 21 points. They gave me 21, so.
It's 2nd down. Don't look it.
21 of those are all just fucking pick sixes.
They get 6 on the pickup there.
There's also 1 fumble. I also got 1 fumble, so that was like another free like field goal or something. Oh, that would have been another pick six if we would have got that. Damn.
Trying to decipher what's going on out
killing
there
it today, dog.
I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball.
I'll never go to no Everglades, dog. I'm good.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the
Nothing there
interceptions
for me,
he's
bro.
thrown, and frankly, that should have been.
I would want to ride one of those fan boats, though. That looks kind of cool.
And he just chucked that one.
I remember I used to watch, what was that one show? What was that, Flipper or Gentle Ben or some shit? They used to be on, like, the fan boats. I think it was Gentle Ben, yo. He had the bear. I don't know. There was one of those. I remember the fan boats, dog. Yeah, I remember that shit, dog. I used to watch that shit. Like, oh, man, it looks cool as fuck, yo. Like, that looks fun.
A very anemic. 1 for 9 thus
Probably ain't
far.
gonna be fun when some shit hits you right in the face. Like, oh.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen move.
Mask. I remember that shit. I used to love that shit. That shit was tight.
So that'll back him up 5.
Yeah. I like that idea. That was a cool ass, like, that's some cool ass cartoons when we were kids, yo. That shit was dope.
All the way.
Mask
This will be
was
Dalton
shit.
again.
Come on, catch
As
the
he
ball,
throws there,
The
incomplete.
who?
We've seen this quite a few times in this
said
game.
mask.
Offensive line
I said
unable to keep
cartoon.
leverage, unable to keep people away.
Yeah, I said cartoons
Facing a lot
when we
of
were
pressure.
kids. We had good ones.
Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're
Like
down
Mask,
is that
like, dude,
inability
they would
to
never
stop
let
the
no
pressure.
shit like
We saw
that
another
come out
example of it
today.
there.
They would never let kids watch that shit now.
And Lutz's kick is good. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a
What?
large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, it's likely not going to matter much, but at least they get themselves 3 points closer to respectability.
And I don't know that they're going to feel a whole lot better about things because they've clearly been
The
outplayed
horseshoe?
all game long. But hey, no reason not to take the points when the opportunity
Dude,
presents
why are they
itself.
stopping?
And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the
I haven't seen that shit yet. I'm gonna have to
line.
watch that. Yeah, like, wait a few minutes now. I got a minute. I'm gonna run the ball. Try to run the clock out. Get up out of here. Get up out of here. Because I'm done with these bitches.
This one, I don't know if there's any better feeling than being up big on the road.
There really can't be.
Oh, hold
because
on.
for
Chill
a
out,
team to go on the road and win in the NFL, that's huge to begin with. But just think about all the preparation that went into it. When they
Oh,
first
damn.
started
I know,
talking
right?
about this
Official
game,
Thanksgiving.
leading up to it during the week, going on the road, unfamiliar city, obviously, unfamiliar hotel. No one's going to be with you once you get to the stadium. They're all going to be against you. You name it, all those things they had to deal with, they were able to conquer them and do it convincingly.
Yeah, they did it very convincingly, and now the final moments of this one. Throwing now, Smith. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit.
When he starts catching those, man, that's when I'm fucking...
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Carry number 20 here for Martin. And he'll get this up to about the 40. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Throwing is Smith. And the Rams got it. They bring him down. William Hayes in there to get him, and that's sack number 8 for him on the year. Chalk that up as their first sack in this game, and they tallied 4 a week ago.
And probably not as much exultation in that sack.
I know they got Cardale Jones. I know that much, but I made him like a good player, so
They didn't get that done in the first
they got a really good quarterback.
Let's see now if they start to bring even more exotic pressure towards the quarterback.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. This is taken at about the 14.
All right, my game just ended, so
A big offensive
I'm gonna be watching yours in a
leading
second.
them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying,
Aw,
hey,
damn,
put
I
those
love
points
watching
up
that.
every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style.